Hello, hello. It's a new month with a new set of updates on social media, so let's get to it. Starting with TikTok, because the TikTok ban is supposed to go in effect on April 5th, but a group of US senators are asking Trump to extend the deadline and establish an official approach to do that, to extend the deadline, specifically passing the Extend the TikTok Deadline Act, very to the point, sponsored by Representative Khanna, which would give TikTok until October to complete a sale. That said, there are talks of Oracle potentially partnering with TikTok and its parent company, ByteDance, where ByteDance would still retain control of the TikTok algorithm, while American data specifically would be safeguarded by Oracle, which, by the way, Oracle is a US database company, just so that American data is not accessible to China. This whole TikTok ban situation feels like a toxic relationship at this point, and as much as I love TikTok and I don't want it to be banned, of course, I hate being in the state of limbo even more. And with so much being said and not much being done, I'm just gonna be scared to the end. I'm very excited about this Instagram update that now lets you speed up Reels just like you can on TikTok, which is especially great because now that we have the ability to post Reels that are up to 3 minutes long, we and our followers can speed watch. Though I will say, as convenient as it is, it's so damaging to our attention spans. But sometimes you're watching something, especially on social media, that you're interested in and you just want it to get to the point. But yeah, I fully acknowledge it's not the greatest because although I don't watch movies or shows sped up, I admittedly do find myself having the urge to click that speed up button. Anyway, the update has been dropped and you should be able to use it now while scrolling Reels. Instagram dropped another set of preview for its Edits app, which is basically their version of CapCut that's supposed to be launching soon. One of them being a projects tab, which lets you manage multiple projects in one place. Another is a cutouts feature that lets you isolate certain objects or people and have the camera track it with, quote, precision. And finally, any Reels made within the Edits app that are posted onto Instagram will have a Made with Edits tag attached to it, which I wonder if it'll only be a thing on Instagram or if they're eventually gonna make it so that if you extract a video from Edits to upload elsewhere, it has like a watermark, and if you have to buy your way out of it. As for an official release date, of course, this is always subject to change, but when I open the App Store, it says the app is expected to drop on April 30th. Instagram notes that can be posted on posts and Reels are going bye-bye. Adam Mosseri, the head of Instagram, announced this on his page, with the reasoning being that people just simply aren't using it.
We're going to turn off content notes. If you don't know, content notes are the ability to add a note to a photo, a reel, or a carousel on Instagram that your friends can see but not everybody can see. And we launched it a few months ago in an effort to try to make Instagram more social and more fun. And in practice, it just wasn't adopted by that many people.
To be honest, I never really, or I think even at all, used this feature. And based on the comments of the video that Adam dropped announcing this update, not that many people did either, and they're focused on other Instagram matters like reach and the chronological feed, which I am on the exact same page about. Facebook is now paying creators for their story views, which I want to say is the first social media app to do so, if you're not counting Snapchat, of course. And this monetization option is available to all creators globally, and it's apparently as simple as sharing the content you've already produced to your Facebook stories. Listen, I know Facebook isn't the preferred social media platform for most people who are already using apps like Instagram and TikTok, but I feel like if you already have the content, you might as well post it onto Facebook too. Don't sleep on Facebook's creator monetization program because they paid out over $2 billion to creators in 2024. To wrap things up on the Facebook and Instagram related conversation, AI features continue to drop on the platforms, specifically their AI Studio, which lets you chat with a bunch of different user-generated AI bots across a bunch of different topics. And you also have the ability to create your own. This is very interesting. I don't know what it has to do with social media. Obviously, there is, that social component in the fact that you're having conversations with bots. But I think this is more about Meta trying to just keep up with the fact that people are using ChatGPT and basically saying, hey, use our social media platforms and our version of ChatGPT. Threads has added topic tags, which lets you personalize your profile by adding topics to your bio area. And when you make a post on Threads, you can add those topics to your post, which then segments them on your profile by topic. I hope I explained that clearly. I actually think that's pretty cool, especially if you have a few different content pillars or just talk about different things on there. It kind of reminds me of the Instagram grids feature, which, rest in peace, I really wish they would bring it back, because you can piece things together by topic and relevancy. Another Threads update is the ability to manage post interactions, specifically who gets to respond to your post, whether that be anyone, your followers, profiles you follow, and only those mentioned in your posts, which is always a good option to have, especially if a Threads post of yours starts to go crazy and you'd like to have agency over responses. X's valuation has increased back to $44 billion, which is what Elon purchased the platform for in 2022. It's a big turnaround from what it was valuated at in September at 72% less than $44 billion, which, by the way, if you're interested in learning more about the rise and fall of Twitter, specifically what happened to the platform after Elon bought it, I did a whole video on it, which I'll link to in the cards and in the descriptions. I basically go over the fiasco around Elon purchasing the platform, the internal changes that happened once he bought it, and how the user experience on there has changed. And speaking of X-related business deals, Elon Musk announced that xAI, which is Elon's AI startup, bought X. So basically, Musk sold X to himself. And now, according to him, X is now worth $45 billion. There's clearly a lot of he-say regarding the valuation of the app happening, but it seems like you can do that when you own one business that's buying another. And what does this mean for the future of both apps? I'm not sure right now, but I'll be here when it's time to discuss it. Before we move over to YouTube and review the updates happening on there, I wanted to share this Reddit news with you guys, which is that they're now flagging the word, well, really, name. I'm scared to even say it because of all the flagging happening in general lately, but it's a word that rhymes with Muiji. And they're flagging it as potentially violent content. Now, what prompted this to even be recognized is that in the pop culture subreddit, someone mentioned Luigi's Mansion 3, yes, the video game, and it triggered a warning to the subreddit moderators to check for violence. Now, according to an article from The Verge, a Reddit spokesperson said there is no site-wide filter for the word Luigi, but it's been hard to believe because the moderator for the pop culture subreddit said they didn't even add the word Luigi to the list of moderated words, and that Reddit did that themselves. YouTube has changed the way YouTube Shorts views are counted, and I'm pretty sure that this change means that view counts on there are actually gonna go up. So up until this point, YouTube has been counting Shorts views as a view after it's watched for a couple of seconds. But now with this change, it's gonna count a Shorts view as a view the second it's watched, kind of like how it's done on TikTok and Instagram Reels. And YouTube's reasoning for this change is to help their creators have a better understanding of how much their content is actually being seen. Now, this is crazy because it really shows you how impactful YouTube is. According to a report by Nielsen, which is a global data analytics company, in February of this year, YouTube had the highest total TV usage percentage against other streaming platform giants. And not only that, but YouTube's growth has been sustained for 2 years straight. So I'm not saying you need to be on YouTube, but I'm also not saying you shouldn't be on it either. Well, those are the social media updates for the month. My name is Crystal, and I'm a freelance social media specialist. And if you're interested in more about all things social media, so culture, news, and the occasional 101, hit that subscribe button because there's more to come. Till next time.